Hello, welcome back to This Way Up
where we talk all things city life, self-love,
and all the bits in between.
Welcome back to this episode, and we're going to have a little fun episode today.
Yeah. In honor of both of us turning 25 this year, we thought we'd do a little quarter life crisis, but also like lessons learned segment.
Yeah, and more so like things to live by and what we've learned.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Things that we need to follow now that we are 25 and things that we've learned in the last few years that we want to keep on doing.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to come up with 25 together. You have your list of 12.
Yes.
I have my list of 12 and we haven't seen each other's list. So we're going to go through it and we can like alternate.
Yes.
And then we have one final one that applies to the both of us that we both agreed should be on there.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to start first?
Sure. Okay. These can range from anything small, anything day to day to like bigger things. For the most part, I've picked very like day to day things. So I'll start with number one for me. My number one on my list is eat cool things. And eat cool things is on here because I'm a huge foodie and everyone says that, but no, I actually am.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy eating new things, trying new restaurants and all of that. I love belly. I love telling everyone about my food sort of exploits. Is that the word? I don't know. Adventures, sure, we'll go with that. And even at work, I feel like that is my like number one thing I like to speak to people about, the food we eat. So eat cool things is on here because I want to make sure I try new restaurants, spend the money and try good quality spots, and appreciate food more.
I love that one because Toronto is such a huge city that is filled with like so many different cuisines and good food.
Really good food.
And I tell myself every single time, as much as I want to move out of the city because of the cold and the winter, I'm going to miss the food here so much. And I've heard from people time and time when they're like, yeah, I used to live in Toronto. Now I've moved to XYZ place and like I can't get over how good the food was there and I miss it. So I love that one.
100%. Like when I was traveling for work all the time, the one thing that made me so sad was the lack of food options in Toronto. Anyways, your item.
Okay, my first one is, mine are a little bit more, not as fun stuff, just kind of things that I've learned. I guess they're a little bit more inspirational lifey. But the first one is take chances and explore new places. And what I mean by places, I don't just mean like geographical places. I mean opportunities and things that come in the way. And I know that I've been in places where I've second guessed myself, like, should I do this? Should I not? Thought a lot about taking a step to like do something new, do something creative, like try out something new. But I feel like every time you do, you never regret it. So I would say, like, if there's something knocking at your door and you're just like, I don't know, like, I don't know what this looks like. I don't know what this is going to feel like. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. The fact that it's in front of you is a sign that you're ready for it. So go do it, take the chances, go have fun. And honestly, if it works out, you learned something new, you tried something new. And if it doesn't, you still learned that maybe this isn't for you. It's always something to learn.
That's a good one. Yeah. Like just do something new, take a chance. Don't think about like, what if? Like, I mean, think about what if, but like try not to like let it impact your decision.
Exactly.
Because the what ifs always pop up.
Yeah.
And you just have to be like, stop. I'm still going to do this. We'll see how it turns
out.
Okay. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one I have is call mom and dad and my sister more. So I think this one I learned university time, obviously. Like you move out and you're just like, oh, cool. Like that's kind of weird. The people I live around have been living around for the last like forever are not here anymore. So I feel like it becomes even more important when you like are an adult then and you're doing all these things and your life is so busy to like take a second and be like, oh my God, when's the last time you talked to your family? Because talking to your family is more like, I don't know, it's just like, you know the graph you always see on the internet where it's like, these are the people that you spend this much time with throughout the course of your life.
Exactly what graph you're talking about.
And then you see the family line, it goes, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm never going to speak to you again or something. So I just want to be like more cognizant of like making sure I'm speaking to my family more.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think that shift makes it really hard because you're so busy, and like, let's be real, everybody's really busy, but sometimes you just need to pick up the phone, and you don't need to have a 20-minute conversation. It could just be a 5-minute, hey, how are you doing? Have you ate today? That is literally staple conversation of like me and my mom.
Yeah, me too.
What have you ate today? Okay, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? But you know, just that 5-minute check-in is enough. And I completely agree. That is something 100%. We need to be more cognizant of. Yes.
Like lately it's been so busy, but I always try and talk to my mom after work when she's also done her work. And I like at some point in the middle, we were doing like a very like everyday check-in call. Like, what's up? How's it going? Cool, tired, me too. Okay, good, good night, see ya. But like at some point I was looking at it and it was literally like 40 seconds, 50 seconds, 35 seconds, where like we barely talk, but it's just like, hey, are you good? Yeah, I'm good. You're good too. Okay, bye.
And I think that makes a difference. And something I've realized I've kind of had to adapt. So my mom's schedule, like work schedule, is always different. Like she works in the, school space. So it's not going to be consistent, and this semester has been really tough because we're literally working opposite hours. And what has kind of helped me is just messages. Even like sometimes it doesn't have to be a phone call. It could just be a message. Like sometimes I send her a photo of a dish I made, and then she'll like reply when she gets to. But I really like that because it's not necessarily like phone call, because sometimes I'm at work. Like she's called me once at work and I was like, I'm at work, I can't pick up. I thought it was an emergency because she usually knows. She's like, no, I'm off today, I forgot. And then I've called her when she's in the middle of a class, like teaching a lecture, and then she thinks it's something important because I forgot she was working. And I think sometimes a message is good.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a fun thing too. Like anytime I get a new haircut, make something to eat, do something new, buy something, I'm like, here, look. Look, mom. So I like that one.
Okay, now my next one is this is a fun one. Love your natural hair. So this is a journey I've been on and off and on again. It's really interesting because the one thing is, like, I feel like in social media it's really hard, and I know it's changing, and I'm so glad it's changing, but I've never really been like showcased mainstream influencers who have curly or textured hair that are brown. Like I see a lot of, like when I was in high school and I wore my hair like naturally curly, a lot of these influencers were like of a completely different ethnicity, and it helped, but they didn't have the same curly hair as me, or like the curl type. So it really sucked understanding what my hair is and what it looks like, and then hating it. And I hate that I'm saying that I hate hating it, because like, let's be real, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to take care of like hair that requires more product and
curly
time.
Textured hair.
And for just to make it easier, when I was in school, like university, I went back to just blow drying it and straightening it because it was quicker, it was faster. And like now that I'm done, I have more time, I'm like, you know what, let me embrace my like natural curls, natural hair again. And I've been loving it so much because now I see more representation, but at the same time, when I think about it, I also am the representation for somebody else who's also in the I think I have textured hair, but like I don't know if it is, and just trying to figure it out. But wear your natural hair.
Like stop buying into the very implicit propaganda that is, if your hair is not shiny, sleek, and straight, then it is unruly, messed up, and not it. Like I feel also a lot of pressure sometimes, even lately, especially. I've been like, dude, I need to start like blow drying my hair out a little bit more, do it every time I wash my hair, so it's always in place, sleek, shiny, and like kind of straight. But then I'm like, just A, I'm too lazy, it's not happening. B, I'm just kind of like, don't people tell you that's bad for your hair, applying a lot of heat? So I'm trying to convince myself, hey, it's fine, like stick with your natural hair, just buy the products you need to make it look good and look healthy, and don't worry about the like, oh, just because it's not styled, it's not kempt, or it's not at the best most polished state possible.
And I want to make a point, let's not say that our healthy natural hair is unpolished, because I think you can style it, and just because it styles a little bit more wavy or curly, I don't think that's unruly, I don't think that's messy. I think it is styled and it's put together and it's well maintained, it doesn't need to be straight or blow dried. And I fully fell into that propaganda, and I hope and I promise myself to never do it again. But yeah, wear your natural hair out, whether that's straight, wavy, curly, whatever it is, embrace it.
I like that one. I'm on the edge of that one, so I'm trying to get myself on the right side there. So.
Yeah.
Cool. This one's a great one. My number 3 is say no more.
Okay.
Because I totally need to do that to everything, to everyone, to every place possible. Like, I think I say yes to too much.
Yeah.
And that's good advice. Like, say yes to more, do it, experience more things. But I just think I need to be so protective of my time. And I think, I don't know, I feel like I just have to be selfish and say, hey, if this is what I want to do, then that is what I'm doing. Like, I don't have to worry about making someone feel bad or like, there's, again, this is not me saying, fuck you, everyone. No, this is just a very like, hey, like, respect my time more, respect what I want to do more.
Yes.
And maybe just preserve my time so that if it's a quiet night I'm craving, then that's what I give myself, versus if it's an event that's come about and I want to go for it and there's maybe 2 options in front of me, I pick the one I want to do just because we're so busy. We have so much going on. I think we deserve to do what we want to and desire to do with our free time.
I completely agree with you on that. And I think like both of us being in a place where we're recently out of school, like transitioning into adult life, I think it's so much harder because you want to maintain, your social life. And again, it's not like one group of friends that you have. Like as an adult, you typically have multiple groups of friends, you have family, you have yourself. There's like so many elements that play, and nobody talks about, even as incredibly extroverted people that we are, work takes a lot of social battery. Like nobody has sat me down and like, hey, like I know you're a social butterfly and you love to talk and you love like meeting people and like, just yapping, but you're going to be tired because you're going to go to work and you're going to talk to people and it's going to be exhausting. And sometimes you need those like days to just not do anything and say no to plans and just stay at home and not feel guilty about it. So yeah, 1,000%, I agree with you.
Yeah. And don't feel the guilt. That's the big thing.
I think that's the piece that I struggle with the most. Like sometimes I'm like, you know what, I really can't do this and I'll say no, but then it'll eat me up inside that like I said no, or like I feel bad. Like it's not even FOMO at this point. It's just the guilt of saying no because I don't want to like disappoint anybody. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah. Okay. So my next one is believe in yourself when you feel scared about something. I feel like sometimes it kind of ties into the first one I said, like overthinking things. Sometimes things feel really hard to do, and they're a lot less harder when you actually do them. I think it's a lot of the overthinking and building something up to be what it is and just being so scared. And I feel like sometimes when we do that, we'll miss out on things in our life, like whether it be like something that's going to be good for our like mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being. Like we'll scare ourselves into being like, oh my God, like what if I'm not going to be good at this? Oh my gosh, like what if? And it's that what if I fail? That's a huge thing. Like, what if I fail? Like getting over the failure part of it, or getting over the, maybe I'm not going to look as good as everybody else in the room who's doing this. And I'm just a beginner, or like, I don't know what to do. And I think everyone starts from somewhere. Like nobody just jumps into a new activity and they're like, the perfect person, the most experienced person in whatever this new activities that you're trying to do. And like, again, you literally have to practice to be good at anything. So just try new things. And if you're bad at it, that doesn't mean stop. It just means maybe you need to do a little bit more of it to get better. And, just take the chance and don't be scared.
I like it. That's a good one. All right. Number 4 for me is wear bolder things, thrift more, buy what's not in, but what just looks cool to you. Yeah. Or just a good blend of the two, just because you can do both. You can buy a trendy thing and not feel bad about it. So my resolution lately has very much been thrift more. Like go look at some unique stuff that's not overly expensive and that's like cool and not in stores. Just so that you're like being more creative on a daily basis. You're picking out more things that maybe you wouldn't have picked otherwise. Because I feel like I went through this phase where I was just collecting basics and I was like, what am I doing? Why do I have so many basics in my closet? So now I'm like trying to thrift more. Like the sweater, this is thrifted.
It's very
like,
cute.
Right. It's just something cool and quirky. And I don't think I would have picked it out in like a store otherwise. So I'm trying to wear things that are not basics and wear things that I wouldn't pick otherwise just to like explore and be, I don't know, be experimenting always. Like I don't get complacent with what I wear. But do it in a way that's sustainable and like budget friendly, because there was not this giant boatload of money for me to just freely spend on anything and everything. So yeah.
I also agree with that. I think that's such a huge thing, because literally in the world we are, fast fashion is enormous. Like every industry is just like, well, we have a style out, it's gonna last 2 weeks and then we're on to the new thing. And like it's so easy to kind of get like roped in to wanting the trendiest thing on the market and whatever's like trending on social media. But sometimes we just need to take a step back and relook at one, budget, but two, also sustainability, because that's a huge thing. And 100%. I completely agree, like thrifting pieces and finding like love in pre-loved pieces is a huge thing. And another thing that I've picked up on recently is sometimes trends don't speak to you. You don't need to give in. And I think the most important thing is like when trends come and go, it's important to see like, does this trend work with like what I'm going for? And if it does, you incorporate it. But it doesn't mean like you change everything based off of whatever social media is telling you to wear.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, just like don't get caught up in this rut of like, I want to fit in, hence I will try and blend in and maybe pick something more boring out, because it's like, why just like, go wear something wacky. That's why the first part of this is just like wear bolder things, wear something like that challenges you and feels different, feels like it catches the eye more than something safe would feel.
Makes sense. Totally. I agree. Okay, my next one is, oh, this is so basic. Do your skincare and wear sunscreen. Like, this is so hard. Like, I struggle with this, but I think I try my best to stick on top of my skincare. And one thing that I was like totally roped into once upon a time was having like a huge giant list of skincare products and things that I needed to do. But honestly, sometimes being simple is the way to go, and it's the best for your skin. But sometimes I'm lazy and I go to bed and I'm like, damn, I should really get up and just do my skincare. And honestly, it's going to take 5 minutes for me to go to the bathroom and do my skincare. I need to be better at doing it. But the other thing that I am very proud of is wearing sunscreen. And you don't wear sunscreen just in the summer. For everybody out there, you wear it every single day, even on the days it's cloudy, because we still have UV exposure. And when you're 30, 40, 50, even like 80 years old, you're going to thank your younger self for wearing sunscreen. And not just because you won't look like you've aged, because aging is natural and we should embrace it, but it's more so about taking care of your skin and maintaining
skin cancer.
Skin cancer. It's a huge thing. We need to avoid it. And just because you're brown or you have a darker skin tone does not mean you're prone to not getting skin cancer because you don't get sunburned. It is just as easy for someone to develop like skin cancer. So wear your sunscreen and also reapply it. That is something I need to get better at. Reapplying it. No,
I do not reapply it. In my head, I'm like, oh, I put it on, it's done, that's it. But no, I need to put it on more. I like that one. Can't argue with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My next one is spend more time with yourself, read, exist, and don't justify it. I think the don't justify it part goes with what we talked about earlier in that say no freely, like this is me time, but also just do it more. I feel like we all have more fun as extroverts with other people, and we're energized talking to people. But again, like you said, it can be draining. So like embrace those times where it's kind of like, ooh, like I have had my quota of talking to human beings. It's time to not. Like I need my space. And like I'm not sorry about it. I'm just it just is what it is. That's how I'm going to recharge.
I agree with you. And I think I just want to add on a little bit, because you said like read and do other things. And I think that's a huge thing. Like, although I think it is completely normal for you to rot on your couch and like doom scroll, but I think sometimes we need to take the time to go try new things, but by yourself. Like you don't need to have somebody else come and do it for you or with you. Like you could just go out by yourself and go for a walk, go try a new like cafe out, and just do things by yourself and be happy with your own presence.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, my next one is it's okay to splurge on yourself and buy yourself nice things.
Nice.
And this is an interesting one. So the reason why I'm like on this topic is because after I graduated and was looking for a job for quite some time, like I had to be very careful of where I was spending and how much savings I had left over, because there was like no sense of when are things going to work out. Like I didn't know if I was saving up for the next week or the next 2 months or the next 6 months. It was kind of just up in the air. So it was a little scary with no timeline given to me. And I think I became very conscious of like how I was spending my money, where I was spending it. And I think I would like want something and I would put it on my wish list. And it doesn't even have to be a luxury item. Like it could just be like a $20 like thing I wanted off of Amazon, and I would overthink it like 20 million times before I'm like, you know what, let me just check it out.
Yeah.
And I think when you go to a place where you are now having a little bit more flow of money coming in, it can go two ways. Either you go crazy and buy everything, or you're still in that mindset of like, no, I need to save. Like I don't, and I think I'm still there where like I'm struggling to justify like that I need to buy something. But I feel like sometimes it's okay to just splurge on yourself, treat yourself. Like sometimes we sit there and downplay everything that we've done. And I mean, like, you know, taking care of our health, taking care of our bodies, taking care of our mental health. Like sometimes we need to thank ourselves. And I think it's okay to splurge.
I think it is okay. Like I think it's so okay to treat yourself. And sometimes I think about it, it's like, what else are we working towards right now? What else are we working for? Just do it. Just have a good time. Do what will make you happy within reason.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a really good one. Where am I? Okay, cool. Next one is ask dumb questions or just more questions. I feel like, especially in a work context, but just everywhere, I think it's fine to ask questions. I feel like we're all in this age of I know everything. I am never wrong, or I'm never confused. I just know what to do. And we're in such a hurry to speak and not just sit and listen. So for me, it's important, and I keep thinking about how I just want to ask more questions, let the other person speak, see what they have to say, and learn, versus being in this rush to prove my worth, prove my knowledge, prove my intelligence. Like I just want to put that aside and show up, especially in a professional context, just like very eager to understand and to learn more, and bug someone with all the questions in the world if they're okay with that.
I just want to say thank you for saying that, because I have a friend who was an ex-manager, and it's on the friend bickering side. She's like, Noreen, you ask so many questions. Like, I can't do this. And I'm just like, but you're the one who told me to ask you questions. Literally. Like, be for real right now. But honestly, like she once told me that, and I took that and I ran with it. And I asked so many questions, but I think it helps. And I think it actually makes you look more prepared and less what we internally think we're looking stupid or dumb, because you want to ensure you've hit every single mark, and you don't want to like assume, because I think assuming is probably setting you up for failure more than asking a question you think is dumb. So yeah, ask all the questions in the world.
Exactly. And I feel like I want to ask everyone questions. It doesn't have to be my manager. I'm just like very like, this is one thing on my list. Just ask all the questions in the world. Because I feel like sometimes even in a casual setting, you meet people in life, you meet friends in life, you come across people and you're just like, the takeaway is, wow, people really don't want to admit they're wrong. Why is that? Like, why can't we just admit we're wrong? Why can't we admit we just don't know something? And I feel like I've come across way too many situations in life where people are not happily stepping back and saying, I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? And I just feel like that is one of my like, that is a big no on my list, because I just never want to find myself in a situation where I don't open myself up to understanding more about a subject and acknowledging someone who knows more about a subject, because I feel like that would just be the ultimate show of the opposite of knowledge. It would be like ignorance, right? So I definitely never want to do that. Casual setting, professional setting, any setting.
Anything, And I actually think there's power in being wrong, because fundamentally nobody can know everything and anything. And like, I feel like there's someone who's always more knowledgeable about everything. So instead of thinking that you know best of whatever it is that you're talking about, like, why not explore that unknown knowledge? And maybe the person can also learn something from you. So yeah, have conversations and ask questions, and lots of them. I agree. Okay. My next one is, that's so funny because it literally flows into what we just talked about. Make mistakes and be forgiving.
Nice, yeah.
I think we place a huge taboo on mistakes and failure. And I think it's really hard to tell yourself, like, oh, like, I failed, and like, what's going to happen? And what if I'm wrong? And I think you should be comfortable in doing that because there's power in it. Like, I think like you said, there's a sense of ignorance that comes with always thinking you're right or you know the most about something, and letting yourself be open to stuff is powerful because you're allowing yourself to learn more. You're allowing yourself to be wrong and learn from that mistake or failure or whatever it is that you thought was going to go a certain way or you knew of it in a certain way. And it just gives you more space to learn something new, meet new people, connect with new people, and just find yourself a little bit more too. And I think with more knowledge, with more experience, you'll always get to learn more things about the world, but at the same time, learn things about yourself that you didn't even know.
That's so fair.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'll never be able to be comfortable with making mistakes.
Yeah.
It's something I just know. So for me, that's almost like the implicit result rather than the action that I would put on my list. For me, it would be like, put yourself in a space where you're forced to make mistakes. That's how I would see it, because I don't think it's so hard for me to be okay with making mistakes, and I've accepted that about me. So instead, I think what I would work towards is put yourself in a situation where something new is constantly coming down the pipeline. So you always feel like, well, inevitably I fucked up. I made a mistake. It is what it is. Like, and now I'm just forced to deal with the consequences in a way that's mature and I've learned something. Yeah. Cool. Oh, me.
Yes.
I'm next. Okay, perfect. This is a really silly one just because, I don't know. Small things also on here. Eat a fruit without someone having to give it to you. I feel like I never reach for a fruit alone. When I'm home alone, too. It's the worst thing in the world where I don't reach for a fruit. Yeah. Versus if I'm like hanging with someone, sitting with someone, we're like, oh, do you want, like, let's split an apple or something like that. Let's have some almond butter or whatever. I don't reach for fruits alone. It's really bad. I need to eat a fruit.
I agree with you. Oh my God. It's not even that. Like, I'll talk myself up to buying fruit at the grocery store and I bring it home and then it sits in my fridge until it can't be eaten anymore. And then I have to inevitably throw it out because I didn't eat it. And I think I told myself this the last time I went grocery shopping, and I didn't do it, and I probably should. I bought grapes because I was craving them so bad. And I'm like, you know what? I'll eat them if I wash them and I like pick them off the stem and I put them in a container and put them in my fridge. At least I like just open it up and I'll like eat it because it's there and it's already like served to me. But I didn't do it. It's still in a stem and it's still in the bag that it came in. But it's like, now I have to get up, I have to wash it, I have to de-stem them, and then like it's just walking myself up to that. But maybe it'll help if you just redo it before you put it in the fridge.
Like, I need to force my
if anybody else there also has this problem and has found a solution, please let us know.
Yeah, literally. I wish it was the convenience that was a problem for me or anything. There's no logical explanation or issue I'm having with it personally. I just need to eat a fruit.
It's funny because I don't feel the same about vegetables. Like, I'll eat a cucumber with hummus, but I won't open.
It's the conclusion I've come to is if I want something sweet, because fruit falls in the sweet category, I will never go for sweet, like a fruit.
I go for chocolate.
Snack, I'll go for anything else. And if I'm going to eat something sweet, of which fruit is a category, I will never reach for a fruit. That's the issue.
Someone needs to psychologically study this phenomenon. It just can't be the two of us.
Literally.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need to eat more fruits as a collective. Okay. Oh, this one I really love because if anybody knows me, they know how like passionate I am, but make your home your safe space. And to me, that means like the decorations and the way that it makes someone feel when they wake up. And I'm very picky about the stuff that I have in my home. And when I don't like something, like I have this itch, I'm like, I need to get rid of it. I need to get rid of it now. I don't care. I need to get rid of it. But honestly, I think it's so worth it. Like, you spend most of your time inside your home, your bed, your living room, your dining room, your kitchen. And I think you need to make it your own space because it's so important. It's where you live. Like, it was so bad because I didn't enjoy cooking. And in my head, I'm like, if I get pretty dinnerware, I'll cook more. And you know what? It worked. it worked. And I was like, if I have a living room that makes me feel more cozy, I'll stay at home more rather than wanting to go out every day it's sunny. And it works. So make your home your safe space. This could be your apartment, your actual house, your room, if you're just in a room. But whatever it is, make your place your place. It should be your sanctuary.
I love it. Make it comfy, make it cozy, like do what feels right to you and make it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like top of the shelf anything. It can just be your space where in your budget you've made it as cozy as possible. That's it.
Yes.
Yep. I like that one. All right, we're at number 8 for me. I don't think we should dig into this too much. I'm just gonna say it. Drink water. Yeah. I'm so fucking dehydrated right now. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Like I need to reach my water bottle right now, but it's in the setup of this recording room, so I can't go reach for it. But I need to drink water. I'm dehydrated. Yeah. Period. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
You can't say anything more.
We need to drink more water.
What are you supposed to say to
people? Yeah. Like don't even try and justify. Like I drank a Coke. I drank water. H2O.
We just got boba 5 minutes ago and I was like, oh, I got oat milk. Oat milk is basically mostly water. It's fucking not. I need water right now. Like as soon as we finish this, we need to
need to drink water. Bottle. Yeah. I agree. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next one. I need to keep unlocking my phone every time. Okay, this one I really love because this was something that I had to get back into recently. Try new hobbies, and hobbies aren't meant to be things you're good at. They're meant to be things you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we think hobbies are things that people are really, really good at. Like, oh, you're into art, you must be really good at drawing or painting. Good. You're into working out, you must be so good.
Fittest person in the world.
I don't like that. No, I think if you like doing something, just that's a hobby. You could do it. And you don't have to be doing your hobby all day, every day. It can be things you do 4 times a year. It could be something you do once in a while. I really enjoy doing pottery. I'm not great at it. I think I've done a wheel class once and I play with air dry clay all the time, but I don't do it every single day. I don't have a clay studio, but I think it's still a hobby just because I don't do it X many times, and just because I'm not a great potter who can sell pottery doesn't mean it's not a hobby.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. If it's fun, you enjoy doing it and you try and find time for it, that's it. That's a hobby. Slap it on. That's a hobby.
Exactly.
Love that one.
Yeah.
All right. For me, next up is, so this is actually kind of the opposite of what you said earlier, but I think we both came at it from different angles, so it makes sense to me. My number 9 rule to live by is buy less / buy smart. Yeah. So for me, I'm trying to come at this from a what makes you happy? Do you think this inanimate object is really going to make you happy if you spend money on it? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it won't, right? For the most part, I'm finding that I feel like I need to figure that out first, answer that question, and then figure out, and then come to a place of balance where I've bought in my budget and I feel like I'm buying things that make sense. First and foremost, I just need to figure out what is it? Why is it that I have this weird feeling of complete euphoria when I buy something? Unpack that and then put that aside, because in general I just feel like we're headed towards consumerism to the max, and everything is always on your wish list and in your Amazon cart, and that is the only way you'll feel like you have value and you are excited and happy and have something worth living for. But life is worth living can happen otherwise as well. You don't have to spend money for it, and that's why for me my goal is just buy less.
I agree with you.
If you're seeking serotonin, if you're seeking happiness, find ways to do it that don't cost. If you do have to go buy something, that's fine. It's part of life. But just be more conscious.
No, I completely agree with you. I think there's a big difference between just wanting something and then wanting it for absolutely no good reason, just for serotonin, versus it actually helping you in some sort of function. Yes, there's times you should splurge, but again, balance. That's key.
100%.
Yeah. I love that though. I think that is really important. Okay. My next one is find people in your life that make you happy, and most importantly, tell them how much of an impact they have on your life.
Good one.
And it goes beyond just telling yourself that someone's important to you in some way internally, but I think it's really important to let each other know how important we are and what sort of role we play in each other's life, because honestly, it makes me happy to tell people how much they mean to me. Like, I get serotonin from doing that.
I love that.
I can't imagine how much it would make the other person feel, like, when I tell them, like, hey, like, I just want to let you know. And not because they're having a bad day, not because they're feeling down, just because I felt like it. Like, I really like telling people that, you know, I just want to let you know you play this role in my life and I appreciate you for it. Thank you so much. And that's it.
Or like, I just really appreciated the time we spent together. Or like, this was so fun. Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
Like, just the little things. I completely agree. And that's funny because I feel like I have something on here that's kind of similar. So let me just find that one. One of mine is buy people more presents. Now, literal take, literally buy people more things because I really like gift giving and I feel like I'm very good at gift giving. Like, I think I can. The one skill I feel like I really have is I can understand what a person's into and then try and like find something they would like and be creative with it. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive thing in the world, but I like the feeling of giving someone a present and like making them happy that way. But I feel like you can also adapt that to like doing things for people, like a gift of an act of service or whatever, like just do more for other people. That's my goal. Like, however little it is, it's something. It possibly had a big impact on someone, like you just said, and you don't even know it, or maybe you do because they told you, but it's just like a nice feeling. So, yeah.
I love that. And I love that you said gifts don't need to be like physical things. Like, something that I've been loving doing is for like a lot of the people in my life for like their birthdays and stuff. I love gifting them an activity to do rather than like a physical thing, because it's like, I don't know if you'll use it. I don't know if you'll love it. But if I, like, for someone, like one of my friends, and she really likes to cook, so I got her like a cooking class to do, and I know she'll love the experience of doing it. And I think it just makes it a little bit more special because it's not just a physical thing that you've gifted. And even if it's a workshop where you walk away with something physical with you, it's the experience that matters. It's the memories you create.
I love that one.
Yeah,
so good.
Okay.
Who is it? You?
Yes. Because you added on to the... Yeah. Okay, the next one is life is too short not travel. I think go and experience the world. Like, we are in such a small, like, geographical area, and there's so much to learn. There's so much to experience. So many things to just, like, understand and learn from that, you know... Take the trip. And I think if you're going to splurge, I think the best thing to splurge on is traveling, because you'll never forget those memories. You'll never forget what you learned from a place, the people there, the food that you experienced. There's just so much around the globe that why are we like, this is so sad. Why are we sitting in the GTA?
No, that's true.
Like, why are we sitting in this little area where all the 4 or 5 million people that somehow live here all know each other somehow? So
I like that one.
Yeah, get on a plane or don't somewhere. Get on a plane. You can go on a ship. You can go in a road. You can go in a car. Go travel.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. And I think, of course, like, travel takes budget and time off and all of that. And I think it's like, it's a really good experience, but unfortunately, I'm sure we want to do a lot more of it than maybe a lot of us are able to. So the way I see it, sometimes when I feel like, oh shoot, don't have the vacation for it, or maybe don't have the budget for it this year, the way I see it is literally go to a different corner of the GTA.
Yes.
Like, I love when I'm just like, oh, I haven't seen this part of the city, let me just go explore on a weekend, because then I feel like I've seen a new place, I've experienced something new, and I'm like, oh my god, this was literally near me.
Yes.
So as much as it's like, get on a plane and get somewhere, if that's not feasible, get on the TTC, get in a car, get on your feet and go explore a different part of the city. That's agree. What I love doing.
Or even in the province.
Province, literally, like, take a road trip.
I know we talk poorly about the transit system in Ontario, but sometimes it plays in your favor. Like, you don't need to take, like, literally the other day I took the GO train to Port Credit. Like, I don't go to Mississauga that often, but it was nice because this time around I wasn't in a car. I took the GO train, which made me walk around and actually look at the small little, like, you know, stores they have that aren't like retail stores that I see in every corner of like any other area. So yeah, like, sometimes you don't even have to drive. You can take the transit, but get out there.
No, 100%. Yeah. Love that one. All right. What's next for me is, okay, there we go. Have more plants.
Yeah.
I want to have more plants because I don't think I've ever had very many plants growing up, but I think they're important because great for your space, aesthetically speaking, great for your space, oxygen we breathe speaking, great for taking care of another living thing, responsibility wise speaking. So I think there's just so many benefits to having plants, and I've never had very many growing up. And now I'm trying to have more plants. So yeah.
I love that so much. I love plants, but I suck at taking care of them. And I'm sure my mother is listening to this and being like, what did I do wrong? Because she loves gardening. Her entire front yard, backyard looks stunning, gorgeous. She has a master's in botany, for fuck's sake. Like,
wait, does she actually?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, her master's is literally in like plants and like
that's awesome.
Trees and stuff. And then there's me. Like, I've had one plant since I've moved into this apartment, and it's alive.
Is that the one where it's kind of drying up and not?
It's not drying up. It's just like the excess leaves that like.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's alive.
Yeah, like it's been what?
Are leaves supposed to fall? Because my plant also has a leaf that's falling right
now.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
great.
As long as it's also regenerating.
There are other leaves.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, great.
And so recently, I don't know if you've seen, like on my balcony, I put out plants.
I did see that, yeah.
But yeah, I had a palm tree that I got last summer and it died. And my mom was like, why did you put it like so far in the corner where it doesn't get any sunlight? What did you think was going to happen? I was like, yeah, but I like the placement of it. But yeah.
Have more plants.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. Definitely get more plants, but I think also learn how to take care of them because I don't. My next one is do things that make you happy, even if unconventional. I think a lot of the times, like, given the state of social media right now, there's so many like activities I'm bombarded with on my For You page where it's like, oh, things you need to do in Toronto, like things you need to do like in the GTA, like places you need to try, or like activities you need to do, which yes is a lot of things that you don't know what's out there and you should totally go try. But I feel like sometimes they're just so like overrated and
expensive.
Yes, agreed. And expensive, and things that you're not even gonna want to do because it's not even something that you won't enjoy doing, but it's like everybody else is doing it. Should I go do it? I think cherry pick it. Like, you can definitely go try the things that are trending, but you don't need to try everything that's trending. Like, pick the things that speak to you, things you want to try, things you haven't seen yet and you want to go and do. Like, I know this is a free activity, but everyone's talking about like Doors Open Toronto, where you can see like the Lower Bay Station. And I feel like every year, or like they do it twice a year or whatever it is, but it's like yeah, it seems cool, but like it's a TTC station. Do I really care that much? Like,
honestly, it comes down to do something you want to do and not what you want to put on Instagram.
Exactly.
It just comes down to that.
Another thing I will stand for, because I used to do the opposite and I've stopped doing it now. Not everything you do needs to go on Instagram.
100%. Like, you know me, I barely freaking post should I do. And sometimes I'm like, oh, should I be? But then I'm like, no. I literally don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm scared by the idea of people really knowing too much about where I am at any given point of time. I'm scared. So I just don't.
Like, one, I think not everything needs to be put onto social media. Two, the other thing that I do is like I will post the activity that I did after I've like left the space. But yeah, not everything needs to be Instagrammable. Like, you can just do things and live life and take photos, but they just sit in your camera roll. That's where their home is, and that's enough.
Exactly. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You want to do it. It's great. Like, I feel like that's creativity in itself, like curating your posts. Like, that is art too, the way you have a feed, the content you put out.
Yeah.
But if that's not your thing, then don't feel like you have to.
Totally.
Cool. Is this our last one?
I think so.
Okay, great.
I have, I think, one more, and then the one we're done together. Yeah.
Okay, sick. My last one is eat dessert. Like, can't really say much about it. I just like, I've always thought, why do I have a sweet tooth? I should eat less sweets. I should not eat chocolate so much. Why do I need something after every meal? Oh, why? You know what? Simple. Just fucking eat the dessert. The way I see it, we're all gonna die one day anyway. Just eat the freaking dessert. So now I'm just like, when I crave something, I'm like, okay, cool, time to get a dessert. Time to get a donut. I'm craving a donut,
and that's
lately the kicker for me has been donuts, like nice gourmet-ish donuts, like with cool glazes and stuff with like interesting flavors. So just get it. That's all.
I love that, because I know, oh my God, my entire feed has been like sugar-free diet for 2 weeks, for 4 weeks. And like,
I just can't do it.
Like, it's so hard because everyone doing it, they look gorgeous. They look beautiful. But me, I need the sugar. I need the sugar. I need like it's so hard because I'm like, oh, maybe I should manage like my dessert intake. No. Why do I need to?
No, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, do it to a degree where you're healthy, but nope, I need it.
You could be responsible with the sugar intake. That it doesn't mean that you need to stop it altogether. Yeah. I think there's a healthy balance. Again, life is about balance. Yep, it's not about not doing something and doing something else. It's about having a good balance.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. My last one is take care of yourself, nourish yourself, including your physical, emotional, social, and all of the other parts of your life. I think sometimes we focus way too much on one of them. Like we'll talk about like our physical health. So we'll go to the gym, eat super clean, like do all of those things. But at the same time, like you also need a mental break. You also need to go spend time outside. You also need to spend time with yourself that isn't working towards a specific goal. So nourish all aspects of you, which means, yes, go exercise, go get your steps in, but also sit at home. Don't go outside one day, and that's okay. Also go out with your friends and do all of these things. You don't need to just do one and nothing else. So
I agree. Yeah. All in all, be holistic about taking care of yourself. Yeah. I like that. Cool. And then we have one last one that we both have talked about a lot lately, and it's more like career focused, I guess. A lot of like when you first graduate, get your first job, like start working. And I think it applies to the both of us a lot. Yes. So it is.
Find a workplace that makes you happy.
Yes. And I feel like you might think, oh, like why this one and why this one as the main focus of everything? Well, the fact is, as much as we would love to just live our life and you know, ride off into the sunset, most of our time is spent at work. Yeah. Like a lot of our time. So I think that is probably arguably the most important thing you can do. Just find a workplace that makes you happy. And unfortunately, there's a lot of things that go into like, you know, not being able to maybe switch a job, being at the mercy of the current position you're in or the market or a bunch of different things. But I feel like this applies if you have a choice in front of you, if you have opportunities in front of you, if you have priorities to pick between, pick a place that'll make you happy.
Yes. And I also want to add on that happiness doesn't mean a specific number in the salary or like a physical location where you're located. It could be whatever you want it to be and whatever happiness means to you. Like to me, it means finding a place where I'm doing work that makes me feel fulfilled and excited, and like I'm excited about the future of the project or the work I'm doing and being able to like look forward to that. And some jobs don't allow you to do that. They look very different, and there's some jobs that pay you really, really well, but you don't love the work that you do. So first, define what happiness means to you, and then two, find a place that meets your definition of happiness.
Totally. To me, like I think recently it just comes down to the simple like how like find a place that will make you not Sunday scary to the max. Like, find a place where you're just like, yep, going to work, kind of excited, need to get XYZ done. Sure, that's stressful, but I'm actually pretty excited to move forward.
Yeah.
And
and I love that. And right? I think we should all strive for happiness at the end of it. But yeah, that's our last one together. And thank you for tuning in to this episode where we talked about 25 lessons we've learned in light of us turning 25 this year.
Yeah, and things we want to do now that we're turning 25. Yes,
because there's so much ahead of us. Yes. We're only a quarter into our lives, apparently, supposedly.
Knock on wood. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for listening, and make sure to drop a comment if you have anything to add, things you want to chat with us about, things you want us to yap about, all of that.
And also check out the polls that we have on Spotify. Saying this vaguely because I don't know what we're going to put in this particular poll, but whatever it is.
Engage. Look at our content.
And if you think somebody else would like to listen to this episode, please share with them, because we'd love to get more visitors and kind of hear what you all want us to talk about and tune into.
Perfect. Thank you guys. See ya.
See ya. Bye.